Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Oh, okay, people are settling in. I love that. How's everybody doing? Hey. People have a certain kind of energy about them right about now. I love that. Thank you so much. My name is Paige. I will be your host today. We have an absolutely amazing, funny and fun time that we always love in this festival that is absolutely very, 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 very precious. We have the Slam Jam, it used to be called. This is the Slam! Okay, a little brief history that no one asked for. I attended the very first poetry thing outside of my high school was the Poetry Africa Slam Jam that I attended in 2008 when I was a 15-year-old, and it was an absolutely life-changing thing for me. And honestly, it's partially why I'm a poet today. So I absolutely love this platform, and I'm sure you're going to see amazing new stars today, maybe even some more experienced stars as well. But I just want to see the energy. Know the energy is going to be all right. So are you ready to give the poet some energy? Are you ready to give the poet the vibes? That's all my Gen Z speak. That's what I got. That's all I have for you. I'm so sorry. I will learn. All right, everybody. Okay, so I know you all have been fashioned with a piece of paper. I want to say look under your seat, but it was just on your seat at the very top. So, yeah, and that piece of paper is your little voting paper. So you don't write anything on it. The slam, if you've never been to a slam, how it works is poets come up here, share their poems, give you their very best performance, give you their very best vibes, that's the word again, and then the judges get to, score the poets on the performance. And we have a crowd element here today, which means with a piece of paper, if you enjoyed the performance, if you enjoyed the poem, you just wave it around. Can I get a little thing about it? Okay. Shucks, guys, thanks. Thank you. Wow. That's all for me. I appreciate it. Okay, we can even have a little, quick, little demonstration round. So I'm going to hit you with a poem, and then you guys are going to flash the paper if I did well. And like a poem like, we are here at Seabrooke's to see books. Oh, yes! Oh, man. I love that you scream now because the poem was so long. So, are we ready to start the slam, everybody? Yeah! All right, so the poets are going to come up. They will have 3 minutes each. We have 10 amazing poets that have been chosen. They had to make it through a digital round, and now they're here. These are the official National Slam semi-finals. The final will be at the final day of the festival. So today, we get to eliminate half of them. There's no nice way to say it. Half will not make it to the final. That's the nature of the competition. But there's an amazing poet that I know and love, and many of us here in Durban know and love, the legendary poet Kulfaya Hadebe. Kulfaya Hadebe, who loves slams, always says in slams that the points are not the point. The poetry is the point. So always remember that, everybody. Okay, so we're going to get started. We have our timekeeper here. He has a little flashlight with him. So when the poets go over 3 minutes, he's going to do a little flash with the flashlight. And they'll give him a little 10-second grace period. If they go over, I think you just hold it and do that. And then they will get penalized. They will be docked a point by each judge. And that's how it will be. But the amazing judges that we have for you, are going to be Uhope Nechibambe, Tanya Evanson, Dominion, and the most important judge of all of you. All right, everybody. I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. We hope this inspires/terrifies them. I'm so ready. I am so ready. Okay, guys, let's have our very first poet come up. We'll give him the energy. Please, everybody, put your hands together for No Dikhetane.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with odd individuals. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with odd individuals. In their visuals, on the infinite canvas, capitalists spoke capital cities into existence, commanded concrete jungles with nothing concrete but a will. They held all the congregations of the cosmos against their will. They cast birds that flew on wheels, birds without consciousness, cocks that roared without seas, never knew dusk or dawn. The ants dug holes they would never call home. And as humans, we were crafted with humor without hues. Men were molded out of misery, our miserable mistresses out of the mold of our agony. And on the balconies that threatened to end it all, our trauma held us together in those tremors. When the earth and its burdens were placed on our hearts, the heavens only real in our heads, the firmament projected into our orbital cavities, the clouds in our iris bickered and tore each other apart. Our eyes were relentless skies, forever clenching storms, drenching the floors and quenching the thirst of pavements as we harvested from skyscrapers, scraping the floors of different branches for crumbs in the pursuit of financial freedom. Yet the true bearers of freedom never feared to strip. They never failed to sleep in the streets. They hailed the wind and sailed the tar with speed, unbounded by traffic lights. Their light glittered in the litter, and from the windows we, the widowers of freedom, saw this glimpse of light, and it laid a chain reaction. The chains of our pride tightened in our envy. We contemplated leave, to leave the shackles, to live. We played sick for the relief on hospital beds, lest we were saved by the rain, the ending of the season, when the pigeons gathered in awe, when the clouds bickered and tore each other apart over Park Station, floods of crowds gagging the terminals, damn Johannesburg burped, the spillway spilled onto the freeways. We fled to our homes where we fed our holes as we cherished our free will over a glass of chemistry. We put gloss on our chemistry and weaved a tapestry of bonds before another season of monster enslaved ad. And the room would go silent.
Okay, you guys gotta give it up. Give it up one more time for No Durban. It's all dark yet all I see is white. What's going on? What is happening? All right, judges, are we getting the scores? Just to give you a little quick summary on the scores. So today you know that half of them are being eliminated. None of them will be eliminated during the rounds, but at the end of the slam, that's when we get to break the bad news. Bad news for some of them. Great news for others. I'm sure they'll be gracious. They won't celebrate on their faces. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe there's rivalries going on here. I'm just kidding. Are we ready? Are we good, judges? We took your scores. Okay, now let's take an official count. Wave your paper if you really messed with that. All that ruffling, okay. Thank you very much. Moving right along, let's have next on stage. Give her the energy. Ria Meti! Give it.
From worlds where men draw pens in sword fights and know the stage as both purgatory and sanctuary. They hide their aches in shimmering allegory, conceal the gapes, make fears transitory for an audience. A journey with company. Look how beautifully they compose their loneliness to share with you. How pretty they pencil their perish and palatable their pain. And in those worlds where swords duel with pens and skies rest on the broad shoulders of legends, we labor to write ourselves into salvation, ink out damnation, blot our demise in blacks and blues, trust strokes to conceal remise in scarlet hues. We are but prisoners, scratching tally into walls with none to mourn us but the gray concrete on which we crawl, stomachs distended, taut, because emptiness takes up space, because even the loudest cries soon fade. And when the storybooks won't write your face, you write your poems. A little boy with cracking knuckles brings nothing but a whistle home. No prose, no fortitude in his brittle bones, no hunting trophy, no calabash for his woes. His veins are weary with memory, longing resolve that calcified in his father. And so we'll write him a brave new tale. And this time his lungs are not empty chambers choking on black smoke. His calloused hands do not build the cities he wanders in broke, breaking down and broken inside. His back is not buckled and striped in strife. Maybe we can write his life into martyring this time. A mother, perplexed, claws for a genesis in the river clay, grinding stone on breathless bones, ripping twine from crackling spine. Rushing streams carry more than gravel and pebbles. They ripple through dreams too, and so we'll write her symphonies to say as prayers at our funerals, and all her life becomes melodic grief. A father stumbles his way through manhood, feet dragging the power he wants to have, fists swinging the power he claims to have. He loves like rainbows, blacks and blues on eyes, reds in dashes and purples on thighs. He loves like a rumbling thunderstorms, like pellets hailing down in a swarm. And so we'll write him a choice. Let him pick the poison. What are we but rhyming rugrats, heaven's expats, en masse scribbles through a time lapse? What have we but burial rituals, anger's residuals, fights for foe and shrines for Apollo, hearts are shallow, graves are hollow. We are ink spats on vast of white, defiant. We will not be erased. Our names are stamped on the scrolls of time.
is bald erasure. There's afros everywhere on the mics. I like this one. I've developed a relationship with this one. They're really cool. All right, everybody, give it up one more time for William I like how you guys just have no sense of suspense whatsoever. You let them know immediately, like, yes, we're gonna vote for you. This one, this is good. Thank you so much. Judges, are you taking your scores? Are you ready? You good? Lovely, lovely. And officially, can I see if the audience really messed with their poem? Okay. Ruffle Steelskin, I love it. Okay. Moving straight on, let's have our next poet, Zewande PK Pengu. Let's hear it. Give it up, give it up.
We, descendants of Pangaea, scions of dirt and mud and rain and sun, us, children of time, once we were alive, and then the howling began. Children of distant lands, clad in robes and rags, vandals in sandals and vandals, descended in a chariot of violence and fire. They burned down villages. The East is enslaved and castrated. They are shipped to far places. And then the pale man came, spawns of great gods, worshippers of the strange. They too enslaved and burned. They passed down their violence like family heirlooms. We passed down our dying like family heirlooms. Look at me now. I've found myself in these fists and this pen. I've found myself in these limbs and this clan. And I'm still black. And I can find myself with a knee on my neck. And maybe I am somewhere with my hands up and a bullet on my back. Maybe I am nowhere, disappeared in the thin air I couldn't breathe. Maybe I am over there, laying wasted on a pavement. Maybe I am in there, in a casket, in a body bag. Maybe I was born dead. Maybe this body was never mine anyway. Maybe it always belonged to the dirt. And I can only return home in blood and bruises. We are mudskins skidding between freedom and death. We are dust beings of brass, rusting in gutters and police vans and dockets and jail cells. We are court jesters, judged and adored at death. Our mothers keep giving birth to dying things. We are daughters and sons of eulogies. We are conceived in mourning. Us, children of brutal births and crude bodies. Us, children of charred skins. We earn our caskets with our blackness. Our lives are an isle of horrors. We are cattled and shackled and brined and tortured. There is something in our water. The looking glass has our vigor lulled. There are black bodies in the mortar. Our heroes are widowed, then culled. We mourn ourselves while our lungs still hold breath. We hold no breath for justice, just heaves and gasps. We have shared this trauma, and maybe in death we can shed this trauma.
You're already doing it, but let's keep going anyway. Let's hear it one more time for Zewande PK Pengu. Yes. This is like a glow stick at a rave bar, this little paper. It's just moving around. I absolutely love it. All right, judges, have we taken down our scores? The judges are deliberating on the scores. We good? All right, now let's hear from the audience. How are you guys feeling? Hey, okay. Absolutely love to see it. Let's keep it moving right along. Let's get on stage next and give her all the energy. Natasha Mubanga!
Morning cracks itself open, and the land is leveled with fire and brimstone. And as they wake, they gaze upon a spitting tomb. Do they shift the rubble and beg the earth for the broken bones and buried lungs of their loved ones? Do they bend their broken knees in attempts to untuck the hunger that finds shelter in the swell of their cheeks? For their hands aren't long enough to dig and digest. Remember, they are the leftovers. Their hunger is spiritual. Their hunger is hangover. They've been left to dry or weep their skins, stumble as explicit bodies churn in the grave. Their children running around barefoot on bleeding soil with dreams and wounds attached to the same skins, grieving as if death sleeps loudly in the crevice of their tongues. Can they taste that tomorrow is still coming? As they wake, the air is thick like a leaking promise. The earth feels like wicked men digging for sacrilege in their nails. Morning cracks itself open in her womb. See, they concoct a cascade of bleeding, broken bodies to feed the earth. Sometimes there's a fire, and if you sit long enough, you can taste the flames. Aren't we all asking the fourth man for directions? Aren't we all wondering why their bones aren't being brought back to life and why pain tastes like madness? Because she does. Nails and dust cling to her uvula, and as she swallows or screams, she can taste their disillusions or feel the blood. This mournable body is a vapor in the wind. Scattered flesh poured out onto the ground. Who will gather it and make it whole again? For their bones are scattered and there's all this flesh. Will God resurrect their skin with all its dark and brown? Will the God of Moses part their lungs for breath? For who's Pharaoh in all this drowning? Are they vagabonds in their wrestle, or are they attached to the hip of God? God, will you level this fire and brimstone, or has this fire and brimstone leveled them?
Gentlemen, Natasha Mubanga. My good people, while the judges write their scores, I want to see yours first. Let's see it. There are no haters in this audience. The poetry community is so positive. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. All right, judges, we're good? We're good? Lovely. All right, let's move right along. Kenny calling up next on stage. Everybody please give it up for Belita Andre!
Other ways of being, love as an act of protest. Some wounds don't lounge but burrow, so deep into the dirt that to uproot it is to unearth a people. Shake them loose and let their sand spill onto the mortar of illusion. Take note of your tribe, for where you go together, and through their beaded eyes create spheres of a world of flame. When you look into this iris, Are you dancing in the fire? Does the orange catch onto your dress? Do you pretend it is desire, a blank space above your head? To bend word and build world, the speaker, griot, hollows into a tunnel. Friends gather to forget, but the griot pleads that we recall. Follow the crumbs. Path assembles as foot meets passage. Life is ignited by the waking artist. Shake off the doubts, them chains are just cobwebs, lest we rise and discover ourselves wading through ash. Hot temper ground the sky, people, till it warmed the room. Anger we feel, but why? Someone must pay, but who? Oops, I've been exposed, riots trapped in a dance move. So to know thyself, the griot must ask, could this sketch I mere be further inadequate? How to change a world with its armpits ablaze? Release the markers circling what did not incinerate. Speak into existence, protection not as privilege. We measure ourselves by the world we leave the children.
All right now, I want to hear it one more time. Andre, absolutely love that. My audience, what are you telling me? Okay, from what I could catch, you were saying. I'm sorry, my paper is not that good. All right, my judges, we're going well? Everything's good? All right. By the way, we're also going to talk about the other people helping this happen, and that is our timekeeper, who's still the poet. Right? And we're going to give it up for Liam Molly because he's the scorekeeper. Let's hear it. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna move right along. Everybody, please put your hands together for the next poet. Tisetso Mayane.
Dear future generations, I think I speak for the rest of this nation when I say sorry. Pibatung, I'm sorry you'll have to learn to swim in your mother's wombs before birth to escape the brutality of this reality because we have been drowning in silence for too long. I'm sorry, but make proper reservation for starvation. Be prepared to be hungry. Justice is barely served in this country. Setting men with suits and ties tied to their swivel chairs and shiny desks. This government will only come forth when campaigning for votes. So we won't stop. We won't stop until they stop shoving down our voices, down our throats. Therefore, I am sorry. It's okay. His body was set alight, the street upright was a police station, yet that very glimmer of hope could not be a salvation. Make it make sense. They told us to keep quiet. Fela se chaba se afela se fela che rene re se re binne re petile jwale re a kena ka re parlamenteng re buleleng le ha le ka iphatlalatsa ditabeng di televisioning le dikuranteng fela re lapile. How about justice for dinner? Because it's justice we want served. I'm really sorry. My sincere apologies, but this world there's no mercy. Whether you are 7 or 10, these cruel men will take advantage of you too. I'm ashamed of my gender too. So the safe spaces you need, we have not yet demarcated. So you see, it's a catch-22. I'm sorry. We have not built walls tall enough to reach the heavens for you to feel protected, and schools are now where you learn. But learn how to survive. Make it make sense. A 7-year-old was raped. A purity on the hands of a man. A purity on the hands of a man. How dare you have the person you should be protecting? Have you lost your mind? I'm sorry, but we won't have time to teach you how to dance. We will teach you how to fight for your rights. To speak out and stand up using your tongue. To man up. Our lullaby doesn't put you to sleep, my dear. It wakes you up. We have been suppressed for too long. We are messed up. Our lullaby is a woman's cry for help. How dare you fall asleep in the middle of a crisis? I'm sorry, but when they ask if you're happy, no, you don't clap your hands and you don't stamp your feet. You stop, stand, stare, and declare war.
You are paying for my ear surgeries. Come on. Come on now. All right, everybody. My judges were good. The score is kept. The timer's kept. All right. All right, everybody. This is a long but good show, so we gotta keep it moving. We gotta keep it moving. We gotta settle down and keep it moving. This is gonna continue to get really, really lively. Everybody, please welcome on stage your next poet, Karabo Babe. It's here.
They told us justice was a building already built, fully finished. Keys under the mat, come in, have a seat, they said. But when we got there, the front door was off its hinges. The roof sagged like tired promises. The walls were thin, fragile, like they were never meant to keep the rain out or keep us in. They told us, be patient. Democracy takes time. But I've seen the cracks on my grandmother's floor. I've seen my uncle's hands hardened from waiting for wages that never arrived. They told us, be patient. Democracy takes time. Poets, enough with the metaphors about the moon. We are not here to decorate injustice. We are here to build the raft, teach each other how to swim. Do not sprinkle flowers on a sinking ship. They gave us Section 16, freedom of speech, freedom of creativity, freedom to raise our voices. But what is the use of a voice when the people in charge wear earmuffs of power? What did we do? We laid bricks in Sepedi, roof in Sitsonga, and plaster in Sizulu. Every wall came with English subtitles because they never wanted to understand us anyway. We do not want empty conferences. We do not want slogans printed on banners. We want land. We want libraries full of books written in our names. We want futures that do not expire between corrupt handshakes, futures that do not expire before we arrive in them. So I'm saying it again. Poets, enough with the metaphors about the moon. We are not here to build whatever it is. We are here to teach each other how to swim. This is not engineering. It is art. It is demolition work. Pens are detonators and the verses are dynamites. So when they ask, who rebuilt the new South Africa after corruption, after sagging roofs, after poverty coming as polite government speeches, let them say it was the ones with nothing but wits. It was the poets.
Thank you. You know, I love how with the mic they have to adjust it for the poets, but when I'm here, they don't, like, I have to adjust myself. All right, there's a tripod, there's a third leg you don't see. It's just right there at the back. Everybody, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me hear it from the audience. What are you saying? Give me the scores. Okay, the time was kept, the score is being kept. The judges, are we good? We ready for the next one? All right, let's have the next one. Everybody, please put your hands together for Tsepo Molefe.
Vacation plans, still needing money to be whole. A money that never settles on black hands that toil to keep white privilege sacred. I'm white privilege that was built on black pain's back. I'm black pain I've inherited from my father's wilting hands. And my father's wilting hands being watered by white tears. I'm white tears that think they can extinguish all this black rage. I'm black rage, fermenting in my stomach, and this too will turn me into a furnace. I'm burnt corn, struggling to survive in boardroom meetings. I'm white noise, being silenced when they appropriate black culture. I'm black culture exploited in too many ads. I'm white collars that strangle all the black pride in corporate spaces. I'm black pride trying to squeeze itself into white spaces. I'm white spaces that reject all my hard R's. I'm hard R's that accumulate into a black man's salary. I'm black man's salary spilling all over taxi routes. I'm dead ridden. And still paying black tax for living in the skin. I'm dead ridden, and a riot's throwing out my stomach right now. I'm dead ridden, and I'm burning my tongue right now. I'm dead ridden, and I have every right, every single right, to be living right now.
Let's keep hearing it one more time. You want to hear it for Tsepo Molefe? Let's hear it. Okay, my audience members, what are you saying? What are you saying? Okay. This is a very rich crowd. You only speak in paper. A little more. Come on now. I'm here all night. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. My judges, are we good? All right. Love that, everybody. Love that. Moving right along. Let's hear it for our next poet. Thank you, Zendoni Mnyando. Let's hear it.
Dear Chief of Justice, How to build for social justice with fake tools. With this scaffolding unstable, it's installed on shaky grounds with skewed screwdrivers headed for a breath test, and the constable is under the influence. I plead my poets to write in truth and in actions. This is poetry, not politics. For I came across a popular poem. Blindfolded, the masses recite it like alpha. I bet they don't even know it. They say that 26 letters make up all the words, and say that a painter is not a poet because they like the noise and call a gathering of healers and royals and benevolent creatures and aliens and thunder a poetry slam. They show up to the spiritual gathering intoxicated, trying to deceive us. Should I mess up a line right now, you would say that I do not deserve to win this competition. But what if I tell you that I am so drained that I've had to freestyle because my lines are gone, because the social injustice is really screwing me up, that just standing in front of you, I feel like I'm Abisovili, yet I am Hlengiwe Mnyandu. I feel like his energy is visiting me to say, sister, I know that you're homeless. Sister, I know that you need to build a house. I will come through to tell you that even when you feel like your power is gone, poets will come to your rescue and they will give you a line right there on the stage, and they will not even believe that it was freestyle. That is poetic justice.
There you go, everybody. Let's hear it one more time for Zingiwe. All right. No offense, judges. But what are my most important judges saying? Let's hear it from the crowd. Thank you very much. I see the paper. All right. I'm kidding. All the judges are important to me. I don't see judge color. My judges, we're good? We've took down the scores? We're all good? All right. Now let's have our final poet for this first round. It's been a great one, hasn't it? Yes. Absolutely amazing. Everybody, please welcome on stage Kayale Tumkuzulu. Let's hear it.
Ngcelo munye umuzi onotshwala. Ngcelo munye umuzi onotshwala. Angithi ngicela lo, ngithi ngicelo munye umuzi onotshwala. Ngcelo munye umuzi onotshwala. I've been to that house. The one with glass floors and beer bottles for windows, where man sip holy water from quarter bottles and wear the silence like borrowed Sunday sorrows, tight at the neck, stiff as the preacher's collar, where peace costs 25 rand and a broken voice, where a man's loudest prayer is the silence after purge the last of your faith. That's when we fall. We don't trip, we collapse with purpose. Man like me don't stumble into sadness. We schedule it. We say nyabuya manj and come back as ghosts with muscle memory, haunted by the phantom limbs of rage. Tell me, Mfethu, where do men go to show their scars and confess pain without judgment? Where do we ask for softness without being called soft? Where can I hang my trauma without it becoming a coat rag? I'm tired. I'm tired of drinking to forget and waking up remembering the ringing of my regrets. In my hood, there are more taverns than clinics, more bottles than Bibles, more graves than fathers, and no one knows the design. But it was built like this. on purpose. Justice wears a suit and crosses the street when it sees us coming. We are not violent. We are injured. So I asked the barman, can you pour me a portion to pill my pain? He said nothing. The music played and even the speakers were tired of hearing our stories. They built these walls to echo us back to ourselves, to convince us that we the architects of our own despair. But I've seen the blueprints. I traced the scaffolding. And it all points to a system that lets us die loudly. Then ask, why didn't you pray on mute? So point me, where crying men are not whispered about, but sung for, where my son won't inherit my numbness, all my best bottle-capped stories. Point me there, because this tavern of forgetting, this drinking of grief, this slow bleeding in public, this is not home. It's an altar of survival, with no bricks of mercy. And we are just the choir, singing in tune, with nothing to live for, but the hopes that someone, somewhere, is building us something softer.
Isn't poetry just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing? All right, everybody, let's hear it one more time for Khayale too. Do I even ask about the paper? Okay, I see it. I see it all. And to my judges, are we good? Thank you. That's it. That was the first round. Everybody give it up for all the poets who were absolutely amazing. Oh, man. You know, back in my day, that's how I was, just right there. I was in the mix. I swear. I absolutely swear. All right. Okay. All right, let's see if this paper voting machination is still working. I have an extension to the poem from earlier. We are at Seabrooks to see books. Can't you see? Look. Oh, come on. I'm not seeing enough papers. Why are there haters in here as well? What's going on? When did they come in? What's going on? All right, everybody. We are going to have the second round, and I know you've been wondering, why is the host so handsome? No, I know you've been wondering, why are there two mics? Why are there two mics? And that's because we have round two. And round two, the poets will be doing collaborative pieces. They've been working with each other. They've been rehearsing it. It's just going to get to see poets at work, you know. It's like wrestling, but not like that at all. So it's going to be absolutely amazing. Are we ready for the second round? Okay. Let's keep it cracking. We have coming up first, our first duo, our first pairing, Tsepo and Uhlengiwe. Let's hear it for them. Let's hear it.
I sing right. Does the crown twist the conscious? Or does Does it reveal the corrupt?
Does power decay morality, or was greed always the culprit?
We stand ready to state our cases as sinner.
And saint.
Please lend us your ear. Leadership, comrades, I sit in front of you, an ambassador of corruption. Never forget, I fought for your liberation for a tenure in grandeur. I pillaged the nation's treasury to lay gold at my children's feet, buying them a future with your forgotten dreams. Yet you dare call me traitor to the cause? Guys, I never strayed. I merely steered the struggle into a new venture. One where my hands were never carved to beg. One where your hunger's never mine to bear. And there you sit, dust-stained and bitter, branding judgment like a rusted blade. And what has that afforded all of you? 350 for your struggles. How noble. As if your silence could clothe the poor, as if your sermons would patch your pothole. You too crave the seat of opulence. You too would drink from the nation's marrow. So yes, I am corruption. And you would be too if you walked a mile in my crocodile shoes.
I dare to differ, to disagree. I do not command my soldiers to exist, and if we cannot bid them, we join them. I am your nature. I've created in your DNA pathways and loopholes, an ambiguity to resurrect a succumbing of a nation and a changing of ways. I am your memory. You are the revelation and the revolution dressed in corruption. Take off your mask. You are nature, manipulated, denuded, circumstance-limited purity, made to believe he's the devil. But I dare free you. I will cast your bait to the dogs. I did not come to debate, brother. Can't you see the net, you first man? It's long been trying to convince you it's my womb, I see. But cast your votes, I dare to demote all those who do not come to the construction sites. You. And when they ask you how was the fight, you dare say the nails on your bleeding palms taught you how to nail a poem.
Corruption is the virus in Eden.
The Lilith makes a return, healed.
We are not born into sin. Corruption is the accountable for, the benefit from. We're not here to mimic the traitor.
Let's give it up for that amazing duo, okay? Oh, wow. I knew I was on the Saint mask. Mike, I just knew it the whole time. Nothing is happening here. There's nothing going on behind you. This is showbiz. Right. All right, everybody. How's everybody feeling about that? Let me see what the crowd is telling me. It's telling me good things, papery things. I love it. And the judges are mum, but they've taken what they've taken. By the way, the judges, all the scores will be accumulating round by round, and therefore we will know who came up where. At the end of the slam. All right. Are we ready? Can we move along? Yes. Okay, let's have our next pairing. Everybody please give it up for Kaya Letu and Pelita.
Know the boy by the women that love him.
Fingers nimble braid him out of muscle.
Know the man by the metal inside him, if it softens when met with stillness. Can I share a drink with my brother?
You mean make libation?
Knuckle slice to make wine out of hazel cheeks like stroke of ego is incantation. Toast for the real fight is imitation.
And yet, how do we sip joy without broken glass cutting open a mouth, splintering into our gums? At every toast taste of iron, every smile a scar rehearsed.
Stories told through an open wound. We tire of this quiet, but our paths have no stops for rest.
Blood eagles on our shoulders nest. Blood eagles on our shoulders nest as chin to the sky, as if a stubborn flame is the only language left. We are not evil boys turned into men. We are the silence bottled in.
For 10 rings around the sun, bongos tight with human skin, peeled and pegged in code.
Time, a washing line. Bodies idolizing salt like biltong. Like biltong, the way inyama yesiko surrenders to air.
A slow ritual of drying. Boy, black with grief is meat marinated in silence.
Curing us into legacy, into remember this name with your brother.
For together is to make libation.
Know how this man paces his spirit.
From which counsel he takes heed. Not every ailment has replica. Melody, forgiveness in mms and ahs. Echo instead that rousing. I think we stand a better chance leading with compassion.
Mms and ahs, a breath between worlds.
The hymn in hum.
In the silence we spark.
A space where forgiveness grows.
Let the cup overflow.
Like baptism, remembering the sea.
We are no monuments.
Not stone rehearsing permanence.
Not wine pressed out of wound.
Not vinegar soured by time.
But the forgiveness breaking the fast of calm.
And when prayer finally descends, it arrives in his mouth.
Baba baxolele ngoba bayazi into abayenzayo.
Okay, let's hear it one more time. What did I tell you people? Showbiz. My costume changed. I don't know what happened. I'm supposed to be getting a new outfit, like a nice little robe situation. I'm gonna yell at the people backstage. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be good. All right. I don't know if you guys are gonna show me the color of the costumes they were wearing. What's the crowd saying? Okay. Love the poet. Subliminal messaging. Subliminal messaging right there, everybody. My judges, I took it. You guys are good. You took the score. All right, let's move right along, everybody. Please put your hands together for Tisetso and Natasha.
Women who know the sound of gunshots better than voices of their father.
To be a man.
To be a woman.
To be a man.
To be a woman. Some say the city has swallowed me. Like I walked these dusty streets into a belly that don't spit out bones. Like I wasn't trying to find my Buvuki land.
Some say I'm a barren city.
That broken bones lay waste in the crevice of my womb, my soul, in unison with my body.
I'm seeking redemption for my inner thighs
and other parts alike, I disappeared somewhere between SCI and load shedding. A 9 to 5 and hustling, so I didn't know where I was heading. Not a home where I belong, observing and watching SABC2, the current state of South Africa, because corruption is twice Mzansi. For sure, we will suffer in silence. But being men needs you to be men enough.
Being a woman requires closed lips. But
those have been ripped from my inner thighs. Being a man of responsibility,
is questioned when your card declines.
Being a woman requires proof
That when struck, water gushes forth abundantly. Some say the city is swallowed. Like I wanted this. Clock-ins and handouts, handing out CVs and sucking in rejection emails that never find me well. There are men who know the sound of gunshots better than their daughters love.
There are men who know the sound of gunshots better than their daughters love.
There are uncles who drink silence as therapy. Maybe the city has swallowed us, but no one is asking why he's chewing for so long. On the backs of black men with empty wallets. Look, it has its mouth full and no one is checking for our names.
Some say I'm a barren city. It's no wonder the street lights haven't been kept on long enough
to shed the load.
There are women who know the sound of gunshots better than the voice of their father.
There are women who know the sound of gunshots better than the voices of their fathers.
There are uncles who devour our bodies
in the name of therapy.
Are we nothing but ribs
fit for a feast?
Maybe I'm a barren city because no one has been asking why I've been emptied out for so long.
There will be men who will know the sound of their daughter's laughter better than gunshots to be a man.
There are women who will know the sound of their father's voice better than they'll know the sound of gunshots.
To be a man. To be a man.
I love poets who are like, you know what? These words are too good for these mics. I love it. All right, everybody, what is the crowd saying? How are you feeling about that? Okay, so strong feelings. I take it. And thank you to my judges as well. I know you guys are taking the score and are all good. Are we good? Yeah. All right, everybody. Are we ready for our next pairing? Okay, let's have on stage coming up next, Zewande and Karabo. Let's hear it for them.
I'm from the ghetto with dreams to never leave Soweto. See, Ron, where I come from, being a genius is a taboo.
Wow, no, yeah. Who are you? Who are you to become a doctor when I'm a domestic worker?
What? Topela di Pampir. You better hide that wisdom, black child. Have you seen them on the other side?
I have seen them. The devil with blue eyes, the pendulum of time knows him by the trail of death he leaves behind.
They kill our fathers and won't fuck us for being bastards. You better hide that English, black child.
I have seen them commercializing blackness, inappropriately appropriating,
and we applaud this madness. You better hide that mouth, black child. Don't be crazy. Uthini?
Ngitasabe siyogroova sabuya ekseni. Let's enjoy our freedom.
Black on black hate is real. Bona, kisha CV, kifaka magwinya, and if I pop,
yeah, they really want our rhythm and not our applause. It's funny how they can kill you for being black and alive, then turn around and want to be black and alive.
How they want to dress up in black culture, but do not want to stand up for black lives.
Cooperate. These corporate buildings are built on the backs of blacks, but the black of blacks is not allowed inside.
Welcome to Mekasi.
Sukasi.
Sukasi.
Shek asalisane.
Bombo maskotlisane.
4 asibulalane.
Bona strata ke buga re se badile gale bra.
Greed builds legacies on black bodies. History is filled and overflowing with black bodies.
Prisons are filled and overflowing with black bodies.
The streets are filled and overflowing with black bodies.
Their tongues are filled and overflowing with black stories.
Their hands are filled and overflowing with the blood of black bodies.
The media is silent with positive black stories.
Hey, you better hide that brain of yours. You are from the ghetto with dreams to never leave Soweto. Sukasi.
Sukasi. Heroes are born here.
So let them take our rhythm and rejoice in our blues. We will be the ones who blew up the sky and retheme the news. If you don't get it,
forget about it.
Okay. I'm sorry, I don't mean to waste time. I'm just waiting for the mics to stop sizzling a little bit. All right, that was a little hot. How's everybody feeling about that? Okay, mark that down. That's a point. The crowd is with them. Oh, wow. I love introducing the poets in this round because one of them moves to the other side, and then when I call him up, you gotta act like you didn't know who was coming next, even though you just, like, oh, they're on. I love that. All right, have you been enjoying this round? Yeah. Well, tough, because this is the last act. It ends now. Everybody, please welcome our final act of round 2. Let's have Noel and Rhea.
The shorter one. Although I have seen you in the house, I wish to meet you, to navigate the waters of life with you, to steer turbulent currents with your wisdom. I wish to sail on this ship as friends till the last glimpse of the ever-pending horizon. I have heard you sing my favorite hymns, call upon the same name and its fame, lean on the same palms that have kept me, the same psalms that have let me understand our unheard, honest conversations that have let me understand even the oldest of constellations and oddest of human conservations.
This waiting is a drowning game. Waves pummel your name onto my lungs. This waiting is not sweet-smelling haikus and unsungs. It is wretched anaphora, like forked tongues, like wretched waiting, knackered in...
I have seen your love on the faces of your congregation, on traces of conversations I have called your pride of me sailing on a horse, your love for me clutched between teeth like a secret roll, like a sacred scroll of love that is waterproof and airtight.
This waiting is a wilting game. Stillness akin to merging with rot, morphing to blight. Clots and clumps of scribbled clippings crumple at your footrest. Epistles gather like rubble. My pen searches for you everywhere. I ripple through pages, undressing time, reaching for you. I know behind this huge man is just another human.
That you raised me the best way you knew how. present in the far distance, present in the far distance, present in the far distance. I know you too fear this place.
This waiting is a sinking game. A chest too tight and the room is shrinking game. A write odes to the poison we're drinking game. A fragrant rhymes no longer do the easing game. A heartbeats don't know the cadence of seizing game. This waiting is insidious rusting. Cupid's flaking arrow thrusting. Iambic because rhythm is poetry and poetry is mournable. I know you too fear this place.
This ache you may have caused me, this ages of joy you may have caused me. I too am human, and I wish to mourn, to unmoor this grudge for my harbor. I wish to meet you at the chasm of our foundation, and I'll bring the spades.
I will not wait for you.
Let's hear it one more time for Nolan Ria. All right. I could have sworn there was some. This theater is haunted. All right, okay, the ruffles are ruffling. All right, count that as a score, everybody. Count that as a score. And what are my judges saying? We're good? The scores are taken? I love that. All right. That was the second round, everybody. Give it up for all those poets. And because, we always got to test the equipment, make sure the paper machinery is still working, I have another extension to that poem for you guys. And even if you are a hater, you got to give it up. We got to see. We are just testing if it works. That's all we're doing. We are at Seabrooke's to see books. Can't you see? Look. And if the youth are hearing this, they'll say, yo, let him. Oh my God. They are so lucky I'm not in the slam. Wow. Those poor talented poets. All right, everybody. We are now going to have our final round. Okay, we've been having a good night, haven't we? Oh, wow. All right. Okay. Okay, guys, make sure you adjust the temperature. Make sure everybody is feeling really comfortable in here. All right. Moving on to our final round. We have our first part of the final round. So come kick it one last time. Give it up for Kayale to Mkuzulo.
Omnyama, ndimnyama, angqamba manga, angithi mntomnyama, ndimnyama, angqamba manga. We are men, the perfect pattern of a matchstick, scratched from head to sea, our bodies turned into lamps, burning from within. We are ugly men, cursed with illustrations of how beauty exits a fairy tale, tornadoed into a beast, let loose in communities where they think they are gods, take life matters to their palms, burn bodies to create human bombs. Watch them tick, watch them falsely accuse a man for not buying a Brazilian weave storylines to rape. That's how a black man is being told you are trash. Trash by the same woman who sit all day listening to the sun, whisper tricks and trades of how to burn another woman's son to ashes and leave his jaws to tell the story of his innocence. How'd you let your ribs eat everything inside, hoping you'd live? Are you Adam, trying to use your tongue as a fishing rod to reel out the truth that's stuck in your throat, to feed a jury that doesn't eat burnt meat, who dropped a switch to their left eye. Their right eye was too lazy to see what happens when you add paraffin to innocent black skin of men. I didn't know you can scream like that. I didn't know your heart can climb the cages of your chest to break free and run away because he knows betrayal was starting to breathe carbon dioxide to him. He knows. He was there. That's why he's not beating the same. It's true when they say death is the eyewitness of men. Death knows if you're not wearing a skirt, you are guilty. If you're not wealthy enough to supply their demands in time, you are guilty. You are guilty. Those are words used to fertilize another generation of Ubomamkopozi, gold diggers, frame workers who work night and early hours on the fence, fantasizing of how they'll rip you apart, set alight your lifeline with broken telephone conversations. And you are just a man that made a mistake to knock at a door to ask for the smallest room to relieve yourself, where your urine becomes the meta weapon to your death. You die here for just being yourself, for just being what God said is perfect. Thank you.
Let's give it up one more time for Kylie too. All right. So many good people, but of course, we have to also acknowledge the people who've been joining us and having a good time online because this event is being live streamed. Yes. All right. So I know a lot of likes are showing up. Love that. I like it when they come on. Okay. So I'm going to ask a question. How are you guys feeling about that? Let's see. Okay. I don't know how to tell that one. That was, okay. All right. I guess that's, it's not the ruffle, it's the lift. Okay, yeah, that is a point. Okay, and moving right along, everybody, please, let's welcome our next poet, Hlengiwe Zindoni Mnyandu.
In this prayer, I am neither black nor white, but creator. They are currently buying land that they will never own in monthly installments called rent. But there is vacant land that belongs to the government who has kept them waiting for decades for a subsidized house. I have seen a strong woman stand tall, watching bright stars fall within walls of corrugated iron. Teacher, do you know how many houses can be built with the bricks that currently build border walls that subdivide Africa into Mozambique and South Africa? Isn't that a building of segregation, teacher? Why do we have private facilities if government ones are efficient? Isn't that a double story of classism? Teacher, how do we conquer classism when children still go to classrooms? Teacher, just shut up. Dear architect, black parents have not failed, but a neglected mind falls for toxic traits. These so-called the 2Ks covered in weaves and lashes and lances only view life through a lens from a projected lie of what it means to be great. Dear Justice, have you heard of a more degrading system than the bucket one? The mother of the one that ties the rope and kicks the bucket at the realization that these delayed keepings of promises, keeping them off their premises, creates injustices like socially an unruly ruling, teaching that economically money is the most important, as if we didn't have ways that worked before. That paper, production of empty skulls in schools, a miss dislocating gifts, birthing paper-driven and spiritualists, and so poets, instead of healing, write for earning. And farmers, instead of livestock, own beef stock cubes. That does not require big land to keep, so we sell it in our back rooms and have our young royal kings run around with imbalanced hormones, testosterone triggered by the junkie Goslows inducing their egos. And when they become men who turn to violence, we label them as bad. Am I supposed to celebrate that even with a protection order, I can still get killed and even then not rest in peace because they might be out on bail? Women are forced to defy their greatness and rely on defy fridges and forget the magic of cow dung in keeping foods both cold and protected. Children think it's embarrassing to use the natural coal and cane to clean and cleanse. Suppressed potential then turns to cocaine or reads the Bible, when we could all be reading palms and minds and frequencies and seas and create them for an eye that sees that poetry is the master scripture. I have opened my book to you today. You have read my mind. And on the footprints I live behind, justice will follow suit.
Okay. The crowd has spoken. The judges cannot speak, just write down the scores. And I believe they have done that. Thank you, everybody. We gotta move this very quickly along. The night is feeling young because that's what poetry does to you. All right, everybody. The score was taken. It was taken. Noted. Yes, thank you. Thank you. All right, let's move it right along. Everybody, please put your hands together for the next poet, Tsepo Molefe.
We are lost kings, men barren of land to rule. We used to reside on Atlas's palms with hovering crowns declaring us deities. We fashioned ourselves wings to trick the mind of its freedom before God in his spite ripped liberty off our backs. That free fall was Jesus' eviction letter. And we understood Icarus when Helios denied him divinity. Our hopes bargained with Gaia's embrace, but even she saw filth once her gaze rested on us. So we dug ourselves. 1K in, 2Ks in, 4Ks in to the pits of hell because its host understands how it feels like to be ejected from cloud 9. We traded our souls to shapeshift our hands to hammers, adapt our fingers as drills to ravage Mother Nature's powers. Because somewhere in there, light oars, spores to regenerate our lost shine. We are lost kings. Warriors fighting to break the cycle that poverty has spiraled us into. Heaven forgot our sparkle, so hell accepts us on a daily basis to tempt fate and death to win bread for our family. But it's become clear that our labor is taken for granted. How am I supposed to feed my kids food for thought with just 4 slices of bread? All we ask for is to be compensated for digging up rising in our rand's currency. All we pray for is for a loaf of bread to calm our hunger pangs. We are lost kings, in need of divine intervention. We gathered on this mountaintop, this altar where we pierce nirvana without calamity. We prayed to God to fight our demons on a more common ground. Yes, salvation came in spears and pangas, but even our handheld idols couldn't ward off piercing bullets again on this land. Black bodies are stray dogs, shot clean filth to purge sin, walking again on this land. Black bodies are martyrs, dying to be heard. I saw your brother fall. I heard your son's growling stomach being silenced. I smelled your father's will, wilting, bleeding, rotting. This is how this country rewards us, for carrying the economy on our back. Our poverty is still a profit, but how much dividends did our blood yield? Were our lives nothing more but cheap disposable labor? How many times must black bodies face trigger happy genies wishing them dead? How many times must Umalume be tricked by white lies built on black pain to reap helpless souls? How many times must we bleed before you listen?
All right, let's hear it one more time for Temple Mule FM. Hey, okay. Is the paper talking to me? Oh, wow. I love that. Sounds like the paper said yes. It's like a mouth at its corner. I love that. That's amazing. All right, everybody, please put your hands together for our very next poet coming up. Oh. All right, please give it up, everybody, for Karabo Mubabe.
Katima bana mpara bana bakai bare are achavare la yechi emo kekele keke emo pekele kewe emo kekele keke. I was the fire before the match, the breath before the scream, the drum before the war, the salt from the river you still drink from. Child, you carry my name like it's a burden, like it's not something I died to leave behind, like it's something you tripped over. I am the one who swallowed silence so you could taste your own voice. I am the one who buried her name so you could walk around with yours unchained. Do not call me ancestor if you won't listen. Do not light up candles if you still dim your own light. Do not burn impepo if you won't stand the truth that might come in it. I lived in a world that feared me. They called me witch when they couldn't control me. Sangoma when they needed healing. Go when they needed stories, but never when they needed revolution. So here I am, again in your dreams, in your guilt, in your skin. You wear lace front wisdom and stitched up confidence, but when the time to speak come, you whisper like you weren't born in a storm. Where is your rage, child? Where is your rhythm? Where is your rebellion? Do not forget, you are me with wisdom. You are me with freedom. You are me if I had lived long enough to win. So win. Walk like you are summoning thunder. Speak like you are breaking curses. Love like you've lost enough of us. I am Go. The Sangoma they couldn't silence. The fire before the match. The ancestor they tried to forget. And you are the fire that still burns, dear child. Katlaba pudi ya poko, kaja katima bana, mpara bana bakai, area chavarela yechi, emo kekele keke, emo kekele.
Okay. I'm seeing people with two papers. Where did you even get that? What? The vote is the vote, okay. Okay. We need an auditor. Make sure there's no rigging going on. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Thank you, everybody. We're going swimmingly. Let's get our next act coming up. Everybody, please put your hands together for Tiseto Mayane.
before you pull that trigger, tell my mother I'm not coming back. Tell her I would engrave her name on that bullet so she knows she was the last thing to go in my head. Tell her I will miss her cooking, especially her pap, dumpling and stew, but for now, tell her I was out there, learning how to hold my breath, learning how to shout freedom in this tear gas that has suffocated our dreams, the barricades, dogs you have sent to bite and bullets on our skins and paws, your clenched fist and shambox on our tortured backs and broken jaws. But before you pull that trigger, pause. A moment of silence for the brothers and sisters we have lost. But tell her and tell them that our tears quenched our thirst, our blood quenched your thirst, our sweat abated your death. Speaking the neck wasn't just a felony, but it meant you were dead. Dreaming. It was a crime, so we understood we couldn't be tycoons. Forcing, calling us foreign in our country, we were upset. Our cries fell on deaf ears. Corpse, burying corpses, piling up like the pyramids of Egypt. Our black skin was sin. It was a curse, it's no secret that freedom for the next generation meant kissing. Dust, a protest, leaving, cowardice behind with the hand on your chest and flinching in front of the gun and chanting. Freedom, fighters fighting for the bodies they have butchered and dreams they have buried. You see, freedom, it had its whisper dancing upon our lips, dangling on our nostrils as we were trying to smell it. When our mother tongues were cut, they thought our identity became an orphan. They thought we would mumble, so we embraced our black skins that are considered sin. Our voices were like bees. Even when they were suppressed for too long, they would sting. Itse hababotsa re hokai le hokai di kwata banana re tla ipata bomang re ba emetse ka tse bohata dipelo re kgenne pina re bina ya tokoloho re puqoile mapokong ho qoqa ine le ho qoswa thuto ene fihla ho rona ka leleme la kantle re hlomoile dipelong re nyoretso lesedi kgohlong ya moriti wa lefu re fihlile sekgohlolong re boki di bone re di bone ha o sa nkgolo sheba mabitso a rona o tla ba fumana maroleng diretseng dieteng di emere masapo a bana ba batho ba re sile bohekta le bo mabatho ho ya boya batho khidi ba sala le tsietsi bo tsietsi mashinene bo Robert Sobukwe hore ba bue ba qoswa lenyora ele la tokoloho. If I have 3 seconds, tell my mother I love her too. Tell them these were my last words and I died fighting for one rainbow nation.
Hey! See, I know you guys, you are a sophisticated audience, so I'm sure you will give me a very calm response when I ask how you felt about that poem. Elegant. Loved it. Loved it. Thank you, everybody. There you have it. The judges, we're good. All right. Okay, everybody, are you ready? Let's get our next act coming up. Our next poet on the stage. Everybody, please give it up for Pelita Andre.
A bit higher. A bit higher. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. You tell the tiger to wipe the blood from its mouth lest the people teach it shame. But the wetness of its insides warm our backs all the same. Is it warm in the belly of the prey? You hide in it all your life. Nothing that walks shall lower the mountain's head, but even she must bow at the feet of time. Night weeps dry to an absent moon. Where are you tossed, my delicate monsoon? Won't you scrape the char from my skin into day? Does the sadness not sink heavy, heavier still in the black of my weight? I whose symbols are carved into an arrow's tip, who drops from the trees to land in my skin. Each rebirth dragging an enemy within. It is the I within that sees. I, the child that could be mine. Ancient seamstress of the great divine. If I am to die, tearing flesh from my shoulder through the tunnel of my rage, it would be to push nail through the tongue that enslaves me by name.
All right, everybody. I know you want to give it up one more time as you are doing for Belita Andre. Now, my lovely audience, what are you saying about that? It's like static in here. I love it. The judges have taken their score as well. All right, we're going to move right along, please. Guys, if anything can be done about that, then I would encourage the people who have that power to do something about it. I do that gracefully, respectfully. All right. Now we'll move on to our next poet. See, now I forgot the next act. Thank you, guys. I was just taking a stroll. Didn't forget. Just taking a stroll. Everybody, get ready for the next poet. Natasha Mubanga.
I'm no longer afraid to hide in the crevice of its tongue, understanding full well that it is there where they translated our skin into black. I mean death. I mean black, in order to define us as obscene, degenerate, lena libifile, to the tongues that still carry our tapestry as a secret. Both you and I were knit and formed in darkness, but birthed and expelled into light. To see us is to gaze upon the hues that graze and aggressively cover our bones. We too are a piece of the grandeur and complexity of God, Imago Dei. Seswancho, Samudimu, it is understanding this, that our hair isn't a mute lover, its tangles probably don't tango, but definitely dances to a beat of a daring drum. That is, if it could speak, it wouldn't greet you in English. And so I'm no longer afraid to hide in the crevice of its tongue, because when I grow up, I want to be a lot more dark-skinned. I want to be a lot more violent in taste. I want to be undiluted, raw, black canvas when I grow up. I want to scream until my lungs collapse into silence and my backbones return to my soul, for what has ruined me here is how I was told that nothing belongs to me. I want to share radiance. For the texture of my skin is here, the roll of my tongue is here, my presence in this body you best believe is here. When I grow up, I want to exist. And so I'm no longer afraid to hide in the crevice of its tongue, and neither should you.
I know you guys want to keep that going. Please keep that going. Thank you, Natasha Mabanga. Okay. Is that paperwork? Oh, that paper works. All right. And thank you to my judges as well. We're moving right along to our next act. Everybody, please welcome back on stage Zewande Pengu.
ndohlwaye wena mkhwezeli welanga wena mqhubeli wesibhakabhaka wena mlozi wemifula ndohlwaye mgcina impilo ndibavile bendisuma bendixabela ngamagama bendizuma ndixakiwe kukusukuma bandichacha ngamazinyo bezivunguvungula ndilahliwe ndiyinkunkuma basa ngomlilo ongapheliyo bendiguquguqula bathi ndilithole lingcengceze engqeleni ubudoda bam bafele embelekweni bathi ndazalelwe emseleni kwintsentezeliwe ndakhulisela emgxobhozweni apho ndime khona kubuna ingca ndiliqhelane ezikomeni ndibhityile bububhatyabhatya ndixakelwa ngentonga nezagweba nomqolo uthwele amanxeba ndilixhoba lomvandedwa andiphili ndiyaqenqe umzimba uzingceba nengcinga ziyachitheka usuku nosuku umzuzu nomzuzu ndiyaziva ndiyafayilaka livuka nemiphanga elami igazi laphalala ntsuku nje imithambo ixova udaka bathi iintanga zam ziyakha mna ndiyadiliza abazali bayanaba abam bayachiphiza iintanga zam ziyatyala ezam zithesindiza abazali bayatya abam bapheka imbiza ebomini ndilutshaba ekhaya ndilusizi ndona ngokuzalwa ndaqhwesha ndibulawa ndagrunjelwa amangcwaba emasimini bathi ndingunyana wesibhanqa osimelele ngobudenge ndiliqhitala ngezizandla ndaziwa ngobubhetyebhetye ndisisitaka sikaqamata ndisisigqila kweli hlaba lithi vumani izithixo zamangcwaba nanku umthendeleko nanku umzimba womnikelo vumani izithixo zokuswela nali igazi nantsi inimba mandibe ngumgquba emgqubeni.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Let's hear it. What is the crowd telling me? All right, thank you. You know what I love about that? I love that some people do not understand Xhosa, and then they heard him, and then they leaned over to the person next to them and was like, so? And the person was like, oh, it's fire. And they're like, okay, got you. All right. I'm sure everybody's taking their score. The judges have taken their score as well. Okay, moving right along. Let's have our penultimate act of this round. Please, everybody, welcome Riameti.
When you long to plead for women's rights, pray like this. Our Father, the artist in heaven, hollow is thy name. Not to defame it, but the cries we strung to its syllables have since remained echoes empty and tame. You give us our daily bread, nailed to the knuckles of those who need us into pulps, roll and palpate our screams into gulps, embed patterns of rising fury that rest in tender lumps on necks and backs, and anywhere our modest wardrobes will let them hide. Forgive us our transgressions, the great sin of growing tits. Receive our confessions of indiscretion as our scarred faces bear your aggression. Deliver us from evil, rapid feminist mutterings that cause upheaval at the pearly gates. Pray an elegy for Delilah, whose hips a shade of sharp defiance, whose crucifix is Samson's desire and her non-compliance. Yeah, maybe she should have kept a Bible between her legs, but what does one to do with scripture than spread it? And ain't that to be a woman? To own a beauty not for you, to weaponize a body for him, to terrorize a goddess locked out of paradise. Pray a psalm for Jezebel, whose only crime was being indiminishable, whose flame of pleasure was indistinguishable, whose sword dripped insurrection and voice was laced with rebellion. Somebody ask the prophets what they were wearing when she slit their throats. And why did they walk alone at night? And did they remember to smile? Pray a sonnet for the Samaritan prostitute whose glass house could not be stoned nor body be owned. Pray a ballad for Eve, the first of us, whose adventure is credited the serpent, who would rather the fury of God than be subservient, who commanded the garden like a glory emergent, like need for her nectar is urgent and Adam is impertinent. You don't realize Eve didn't have to pick the fruit. The garden offered sacrifice. And finally, when they ask what it is to be a woman, say, it is quiet mourning like unheard whimpers. It is secret anger like tight-lipped hisses. Say wombs quickly become tombs, and birth is an elaborate excavation. All the bruises seek no explanation. Tears get wiped before the blood dries.
You guys know you're not supposed to be waving the paper whilst the poet is doing the spirit took you. Okay, that is a point from the crowd. Note that down, judges, and judges note down your own scores. Absolutely. All right, thank you, everybody. We have reached the final performance of the slam of this night. I don't know, man. Isn't this just one of the best Friday nights in recent memory? Okay, maybe not the final act, but we'll see. All right, everybody. Please put your hands together and welcome on stage Noel Dikgetane.
One night of terrible terror, the traffic whispered, the cars rested their throats, exhausted from the treacherous trenches the tar had led them to. All that remained were gladiators of the garden of gruesome headaches and heartaches, the burning coal of the city. The suffocating crickets croaked, the birds tossed and turned, fell off their nests, and like birds of a like feather, eating at the same cold shoulder, the ends of the concrete anthills were sleepwalking, some walking from sleep, running from their dreams, running from running in their dreams, skating the sims of reality, escaping the realm of real E.T., eternal torment. I sat in pain beneath the city's veil, thought I had said my prayer in vain, yet the wind had eavesdropped, and it too unveiled its head. It wheezed about my friend, who was limping to the core, drinking to be restored while pimping from his store. For blessed were the slaves that enslaved others, the brave who engraved their names in the system, armored themselves with prominent murderers. The wind undressed its wounds. We spoke of Sam, who fell from his dreams into a deep trance, broke his sanity, returned home a madman, and no one cited the city for inciting the escalation of the excavation to his marrow. But instead, his aunt Alice was accused of malice. No one cited the city.
All right. Okay, let's hear it one more time for Noel Dikgetane. And let's see how many papers ruffle for Noel Dikgetane. Wow. Love that. What are the judges saying? Don't say it out loud. All right, okay. So, that was our slam. Let's give it up. Let's give it up for all these poets. Oh, geez, Louise. Excuse my language. That was amazing. I believe the judges are now tallying up the score, or the scorekeeper is tallying up the score, and the judges are looking at her, tally up the score, and you are looking at me, looking at the judges, looking at the scorekeeper. Oh, the poem. Okay. We are at Seabrooke's to see books. Can't you see? Look. And if the youth are listening, they'd say, yo, let him. Okay, I can't beat that. Come on now, there's the poll. Let's give it up. That's all I have for you. Ah, there we go. This is an interactive poem. Keep the audience shook. Right. Nothing is awkward. Nothing is fishy. Nothing is a snook. I'm sorry, guys. We peaked. We did peak. That was it. That was it. That was a great time. All right. How are we looking? How are the people? Are still good, everybody? Okay. I love that. I love that. Give us 2 seconds. Okay. My judges are telling me that it's going to take a little bit of a while. So I might have to do another poem. Not a good one this time, but you'll have to bear it. I mean, this is the part where you give a little, like, no, we want to hear your poem. Oh, Paige, we love your poems. More often than not, I am a willing skydiver. These clouds have carried me before. My lungs are filled with immortality that is so infinite that this feeling of flying and falling is my best work yet. Now, I find too many things about time elusive. The patches of it we stick on our almost free. The lonely cleaner at the back of our chests as we giggle ourselves into guilt, that. And the future it promises shows us that this world owes us a joy we are yet to name. Now we both agreed that it would be better to call this a fairy tale. We both agreed to make pavements out of our hearts, to call the fire in each other's eyes dying embers, to sleep inside of ourselves and call that a good night, to switch off the lights, to not seek each other in the dark, to not seek, willing ourselves into contentment. We both agree that our music makes for neater background music when they roll the credits. Our touch has edits. I'm holding you with the censorship you need. Ignoring your hair and all of it's incomplete. You know, there's a heartbreak song for people like us. Now, I'm not sure how else to call you to account for a love you've declared a ghost, but I'm sorry. I don't know how to grieve over a blossoming flower. I can't cry its yellowing petals to the grave. You can't deny nature's agency when it shakes. There were whole worlds that we owed our breath, wings that knew how we flew. Now I know that our halos are around our necks. They are glowing our forbidden tight. Remind your hands that not everything they build means them good, like Jesus. was a carpenter who died on a piece of wood. So I am only letting go because I don't want the sky falling at my expense. And none of this makes sense. But the choir still sings it loudly at the welcome mats of all the doors we've closed. At the embers in our eyes in our garden of ghosts, we both agreed to reserve our table for all but each other because we thought we weren't coming. I'm sorry we didn't come. I waited for you. I know you waited for me too. But I promise, I was all dressed up. And if the youth is listening, they would say, let him. All right, everybody, I'm going to ask Usakile to bring in the poets. The time has come. If you can get the poets back on stage, everybody. And I want you to give it up as they come on stage. Give it up for our poets. There is Utengi, there is Natasha, there is Ria, there is Karabo, there is Tiseso, there is Pelita. There we go, Kaletu. There we go, Tehuani. No, there we have Utepo. And there we have the one that give it up for these amazing poets, everybody. Give it up more and more and more. You guys have all been absolutely incredible, and I'm pretty sure you have just given us one of the best nights of our lives in recent memory. See, it's not just me. It's not just me. We all feel this way. This is the unfortunate part where half of you get to proceed to the final. So I will be reading those names. Can you please dim the lights? I'm kidding. I'm so joking. The first poet, we can dim the, oh my God. I'm a star, you hear me? The first poet going through is Uzewande Bengu. The next poet going through is Upelita Andre. The next poet going through is Ukarabo Bopape. What's the tune? Don't make me salsa up here, jeez. All right. Our fourth poet, moving on to the final round, is Disetso Mariam. Now, I know you're all thinking this is so much talent. How is anyone getting left behind? And you know what? It's only this stage. I'm pretty sure they have won and will win so many things, and they absolutely deserve to. So, the fifth and final poet going through to the finals is, we would like to thank the UJ Arts faculty, the KZN Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, the French Institute. We would like to thank those people. But the fifth and final part going through is, I also would like to mention how grateful I am for the opportunity. I hope you guys have had a great time. I'm so sorry there were aircon things and all that. I apologize. It's such a great night, isn't it? Okay, I'm sorry. What I mean to say is, the fifth poet is, we are at sea. Oh, no, I thought you loved the poem. I thought you loved the poem. Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you, everybody. You all have been absolutely amazing. And the fifth and final poet to go through is Tepo Mulivi. Let's give it up. But of course, we give thanks to Noel. Give it up for Noel, everybody. Give it up for Kayale to everybody. Give it up for Ria, everybody. Give it up for Natasha, everybody. Give it up for Zendoni, everybody. And give it up for yourself for being an amazing audience. I've absolutely loved this time. My name is Paige. I've been your host. This is Poetry Africa. We are back tomorrow. Have an absolutely lovely Friday night. Thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah.